Morning, everybody. It's James Rosenberg again. Today I'm doing a video here that's actually not that much fun. If you fast forward a little bit here, you'll see the documentation of all these problems I've been having. But first, I just want to kind of explain this if somebody at Razer is actually ever going to respond to me and answer this. Collar's messed up. Anyway, yeah. So I'm a expat, American expat. I live in South Korea, and I work here for a major electronics company. And anyway, I visited my family here in April, early April, for a very brief time. And while I was there, I decided, hey, let's go all out. Let's grab a Razer Blade Pro. They're not for sale in Korea. They don't have the Korean keyboard, but hey, that's okay. I can make do. So anyway, I went there and ordered it online, had it sent to my parents' house, unboxed it, was going to do a whole unboxing review video because there's not many out there, and I was really, really excited about it. And honestly, I still am for some odd reason. And yeah, and you can see during the unboxing that I kind of put my head up on the keyboard like, what is that noise? And so the first thing that kind of set me off was that it was making clicking noises from a cold boot. And just this little tick, tick, tick. Anyway, you'll see the demonstration. And then yeah, so it wouldn't go away. It kept going. And then under load, it was really bad. Like you had something rattling around in there. So that was an issue. Then I had blue screen issues, which ended up being a driver situation. And then I noticed that next to like even my XPS, which I've done another unboxing video and review of here last year, that holy crap, this thing was just screen bleeding like crazy. And then everybody is going to jump to their, oh no, it's an IPS panel, it's an IPS. I get it, all right, but the Dell right next to it is also an IGZO display in 4K and has zero light bleed at all. I know what light bleed is, and I know what IPS, I'm going to say light banning is. So anyway, and then as I was flying back to Korea, because I have very short vacation times, I was flying back to Korea and I noticed that this thing is wobbling. I thought, oh, maybe it's the tray on something on the airplane seat in front of me. Nope, I'll flip it over and I see there's this giant arc, and I'd never really noticed it before. I'm like, that's kind of a weird design. And I'm like, wow, I can really like see into their computer. I can see all the circuitry. Like this is not very good protection. And I kind of noticed, and like I set it back down, and I heard this pop. I'm like, okay. Pull it back up, pop. Okay, and sure enough, it is popping in and out. So of course, after returning to Korea, I looked into the issue and saw that it screws all the way around the back. And other people that have opened them up have shown that there's no screws in the back. So anyway, so I again contacted Razer and said, hey, is this supposed to do that? I'm guessing not. And of course, they're like, no, it absolutely is not supposed to do it. So I say, hey, should I try and fix this myself or something? And they're like, no, don't do that. Like, it's a week old. Send it to our service center in Singapore, and we'll pay for the FedEx. And I said, okay, FedEx, great. I mean, hell, I got from China to Florida in less than 24 hours. I figured the same thing. So my first complaint is FedEx. They tell you it's FedEx. It is FedEx, but they don't tell you it's FedEx Economy. So it got from Korea, and I'm in the middle of Korea, all the way through Korea to Incheon Airport in Seoul, flew to Singapore in about 30 hours. Then it spent the next 5 days at Singapore Airport. Not sure why. So again, so it got there on a Friday, all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, maybe that doesn't work. Monday, Tuesday, nothing. And then Wednesdays. For those of you that don't know, Singapore is a city-state. It's not very big land-wise. It's very, very small. You could be in the city center and throw a rock and hit the airport. I mean, it's that easy. So somehow it took 5 days to get from airport to Razer's office. Again, not Razer's issue, but come on. All right, so the second week that I should have owned this device, it was in the hands of FedEx. So it was delivered about 11 a.m. on Wednesday, and that was the 19th. So, okay, great. Expecting to hear something from them either that night or maybe the next day. Thursday, nothing. So not until Friday afternoon do I get an email, and it says, hey, we've received your laptop, but we're not going to do anything with it because you didn't write down your name or the password and the PIN code. Bullshit. I put the piece of paper in bright highlighter and I wrote password this, PIN code this, and I stuck it inside the monitor where the keyboard is when it folds shut, as well as other important information to get it back to me in Korea so that I don't have to deal with customs issues. So, which that was a whole nother ordeal. But so anyway, so they said, oh, okay, so we were, it's Friday, and you didn't send your password, and we'll just deal with it Monday. Okay, cool. So I respond and I say, hey, it is there. In case it somehow magically disappeared, here it is again. And so then, of course, we are here again on Monday the 24th, and they send an email that says that they've checked all of the defects, that the bottom panel was definitely assembled incorrectly during manufacturing, that the noise issues are found, and that they have confirmed that, and that the screen does have screen bleed. It's not an IPS. I'm not picky. I'm not whatever. And I'm really not that picky, but it's pretty massive. The top left corner is just glowing, and the both bottom right corners, it looks like someone was just sticking their thumbs onto them and just pressing into it. It was for a $4,500 laptop plus tax. That is absolutely unacceptable, especially when I have a $3,000 XPS sitting next to it with no issues. Other than the fact that it's a Dell. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, so I said, okay, great. And they said, we're going to replace it. We're going to repair it immediately. And at this time on Monday, the 24th, I didn't know what was wrong. Just they had found the issues and they were going to do it. Didn't say what they were going to do. So I wrote back and said, hey, just want to know what you're going to do to it. Let me know. And then, of course, they said, okay, we'll check into it. Tuesday, the 25th. Hey, any update? No update. We'll let you know. Probably later tonight. Later tonight, no update. Email again. Hey, your email said usually 1 to 5 days maximum for a turnaround time. We're on day 7, so could I please have an update? No answer. Wednesday, today, the 26th. Again, no answers. Email again. Hey, we are now on day 8 of your maximum 5-day process, unless that you are, and your email clearly states, if it's over 5 days, it's because you don't have parts, which at no time in this process have they ever told me we don't have parts. They're just slow and really bad to update people. So what's wrong? Some things, little things? No. Now, whole IPS panel is completely garbage. They had to replace the whole thing. Not one fan, but 2 fans. The GPU and the CPU fan. Both are garbage and need to be replaced. And that whole bottom panel, not just the pins, the whole panel is also being replaced because it was defective. Wow. I understand you guys have some quality checkers and here and there, maybe one slips by and a key's out of place or something. But it literally physically is falling apart. So here I am. I opened this thing out of the box on April 3rd. It's now April 26th. I'm making this video on a Dell XPS. Thank God I didn't sell this thing yet, or I'd be at work without a computer. So, yeah, Razer's really just not giving a damn. Extremely disappointed, especially for this price point. And it's not just this laptop. I also bought a Razer Blade Stealth for my wife. I bought the, I'm trying to think of all the name, Black Widow Chroma keyboard for myself, the Razer Mamba for myself, Razer backpack for myself. Um, Two Razer Fireflies, the Razer Ornata. I mean, a bunch of different accessories. Brought them back for my home setup, my home rig. A couple of friends, that kind of stuff. I mean, I popped in over $8,000 into this company in the last 30 days, and I really have not ever gotten an official apology from these guys. Not even a, hey, we're really sorry for the inconvenience or anything like that. Just, sounds like your system's broken, bro. You know, Gamers Republic or, built by gamers for gamers, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just, send it into our service center, man. Okay, I get that you're young and cool and hip and whatever. I didn't, I play games. They're great, but this is getting ridiculous. You need to treat your customers better, especially at this price point. This thing is basically for me as a video editing monster, and it doesn't look ridiculous, so that's why I went with it over, say, like an Alienware 17, which I know has their own issues too, but um, I mean, I'm starting to wonder maybe if I made a massive mistake because I'm now all the money's gone, my time is gone, and I've spent a lot of time with these guys emailing back and forth and shipping and FedEx and customs and all this stuff. And I understand not all of it's within Razer's control, but it still requires time. And if you had sent me the product the way it was supposed to be when I paid for it, for the ridiculous price that I paid for it, I wouldn't have any of these issues. And even a small thing of, hey, we screwed up, sorry, you know what, here's an extra charger so you don't have to carry it around all the time. Here's a case. Here's a coupon or something for the Razer Korea store, which also is ridiculously overpriced compared to the U.S. market, but we won't get into that. And yeah, but no, just send it in, bro. We'll take care of it. We'll take a look at it. 5 days max. Well, day 8. And I still don't have it back yet. So they have time, money, and my computer, and I have nothing. Just floating around here, hoping it comes back to me someday. So yeah, Razer, this one's for you. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick. I've never made a video like this before. I'm not trying to be a complete pain in the ass. I've contacted your Facebook team. I've contacted your support team. I've done a whole bunch of different stuff and getting very little communication at all. I mean, we are pulling teeth to get this thing fixed. And another side little thing I will notice on here. You sent over a Bluetooth speaker, the Razer Leviathan, as a free gift that came with this computer. And after opening that, that was also defective and popping and crackling and all this crap. And after talking to your U.S. support team, they were pretty good about getting us a FedEx return label, and they're going to replace it. And after they did that, and they're shipping back a new one. So I just want to let you know that the computer and the speaker that you sent over in the same package from China, both were defective. So thank you twice in a row for that. That was super cool. So anyway, enjoy the video. All right, guys, this is the second half here. I'm actually going to build this into the original video. I actually didn't publish that out of courtesy to Razer as they were finishing up with the repair. It is now May 9th, about 8 o'clock p.m. The Razer Blade Pro was returned to me yesterday via FedEx, so that would have been on Monday the 8th. And yeah, right. So it actually took a total of, let's see here, 7, 8, 9, 10 days, 9.5, 10 days to get from the airport in Seoul down to me in Daejeon. So a lot of you say, oh, that's FedEx. That's not Razer's fault. You would be wrong. I clearly stated with the technical team that in order to get it back into Korea via customs, you have to have a little sticker on the outside of the box, and it has my name, my ID, and my phone number, and it's an import ID number, so it doesn't get held up. Really easy, really simple. Put 2 copies in there just to make sure. Not only did I not get either copy back, but they didn't adhere this sticker to the box. And by box, I mean literally pieces of cardboard wrapped around a box, a standard like black Razer carbon fiber looking box, and then taped together. Whatever. I'm not gonna, good for you. You recycle. I'll leave it at that. It arrived undamaged. That said, they had a major mishap. They decided to delete one of the numbers out of my phone number. So when it got to customs, they could not contact me. So it just said awaiting customs. So I waited a few days thinking it's just a customs holdup. Things happen. And finally, it updated on the tracking website that it had been completely delayed and denied access into the country. So I called FedEx and they're like, hey, we tried to call you, but you don't have the right phone number. And da-da-da-da. I'm like, what are you talking about? Of course I have the right phone number. I'm like, I confirmed the phone number. Like, it went out and they called me and it had no issue. So apparently someone somewhere within Razer messed that up, put the wrong phone number on, delayed it. That in combination with the package contents explanation. They just said Razer Blade in the description. Now, granted, there's a spelling difference between a shaving razor and a razor, but to a non-English speaking Korean customs agent, they're not going to probably pick up on that, and they didn't. So they finally pushed it through customs, and then I got sent a $190 US dollar customs import tax bill, and I ran through the description, and it turns out that the Korean word roughly translates into shavers. And I'm like, damn, didn't know they're making shavers now too. So again, because of their lack of detail and not putting the phone number, they delayed it almost over a week because of them. And then because of their lack of detail in the explanation, instead of just Razer Blade, computer or laptop. Nope, that's way too many keystrokes because everybody should know what a Razer Blade is. And so I had to do a bunch of forms and take pictures and prove that it wasn't Razer Blades and do all this extra hassle just to get out of an import bill. Again, if they would have just put the damn sticker on like I told them to, it would have glided on through. They would have scanned it and go, oh yeah, this was the Razer Blade laptop that went out. It's coming back. It's the same serial number. We're good. Okay, great. Okay, so that's done. All right, so here it is. It's back. It's been in repair for almost 4 weeks with shipping times. It's back. So let's stop here, and I'll show you what it's looking like. So, as you can see, the problems that were thoroughly addressed and tested by our qualified technical engineers at our head office of the Asia Pacific region in Singapore, it has been fully resolved to the quality standards of the Razer Corporation. Not really sure what you refer to yourself as, but so it's back. The issues are back. But let's do this. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna go into some of the things that I'm happy with. The new IPS panel, is it perfect? Nah. The Dell's still got you beat, but so much better, a million times better than what you originally sent me. They put some there. There is a little bit of screen bleed in the lower right, but it's not that bad. I mean, I've used Lenovo's and stuff that were much worse, and they said that meets their quality. So obviously, I'm just gonna say this: either I got super lucky with my XPS, and that was just like bar none the best screen on the planet, or it's becoming obvious to me that Razer has much lower standards in quality. So there's that. But the screen is better the second time around. The bottom panel, the metal panel that was falling off, literally disconnecting and hanging off the bottom of the computer, has been replaced. And it is now like an actual laptop that when you set it down and pick it up, pieces don't fall off. Awesome. You built something that doesn't disintegrate. Fantastic. Good for you. The noises. God help me. These are just annoying. But again, they are better. So what we are looking at here now is that, especially when on a cold boot, I don't really notice anything. Maybe if you put your ear right to it, you can hear the tiniest of ticking noises. But if you're just sitting at arm's length, you're not going to hear it. What I do notice is that if you're gaming, the little ticking, popping, crackling noise is definitely back. And it's just as obnoxious as it was before it went out. And I will say this, it seems to be when it's on a flat surface, it seems to be pretty dead silent. I mean fan noise, but it doesn't really do that so much. But it's when it's at an angle, even slightly, it cracks up. If you turn it like sideways, it looks like you're throwing peanut shells into a fan or something. I mean, just I mean, you saw the videos. So I mean, the obvious fix is we'll put it on a flat table. Take one from Apple with the iPhone 4. You're holding it wrong. That kind of deal. All right. Okay. I get that. So upon this, I just said, you know what, guys, I played ball. I waited almost a month to get it repaired. I'm done. Just, you know what, give me another RMA, send it back to you, give me my money back. We'll take care of this. And I got a response here from Justin and Razer's Tier 1 support team, and he's been kind of my de facto point of contact through this. And I'm going to read you his message here, and I'll put it in the following, or here up on the screen. Hi there. Thank you for your reply. Firstly, I would like to apologize on behalf of Razer that you are facing with issues after repairs. Okay. That's pretty much the closest thing I've gotten to an actual apology from them yet. Again, kudos, you apologized. Someone's, at least taking some responsibility here. But as much as I would like to help you out in regards to refunds, I'm sorry to inform you that returns and refunds must be initiated within the first 14 days from the date the item was delivered, which I regret to inform you that you are not eligible for. For more information on returns, blah, 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 blah. Go to this link. Now, the second part. I understand that you are not happy for another round of repairs, as there is time involved in shipping and repairs. However, best solution I can provide you is unfortunately a repair to our service center. I am sorry again for the inconvenience caused. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. Okay. so yeah, my email that I sent to him was basically stating um, the issues. I showed a little bit of the screen bleed, and I put a couple of the videos in there. And the other thing that I kind of pissed me off a little bit was that on the bottom panel, and again, I'm not being super picky here, but there's little nicks in the bottom panel that they put in where they had set, like they'd set it on a screw or something, little ticks in the black paint. Now, it's on the bottom of the computer. It's probably going to happen to it eventually. Anyway, um, but I mean, like, come on, guys. Like, your service guys can't put down a microfiber cloth so it doesn't get scratched. I mean, is it really that difficult? Um, and the other thing is, it's a brand new computer. It's a brand new piece, and you still managed to screw that up. I mean, come on. So, okay, and so basically, I just said, let's just return it. This isn't working out. We've played your game, and all of the issues are back, while slightly improved. They are still present. And I said that I'm not going to go another, 3 weeks or more in another round of returns or of repairs, because obviously your repair team isn't competent enough to get it right. And doing some searching around online, there's some Razer blades standard Razer blades that are having issues. With popping noises and that too, and I've never really got a concrete answer. The only thing I know is that they've replaced the unit. And normally I would say, yeah, go ahead, send me a replacement. But at this point, I have such little faith in Razer's quality control that if someone said, hey, yeah, we'll just send you a new unit, I don't know if that's a good thing. I really don't. I really have no idea. Or even though I got another refurbished unit. Yeah, just I don't know if I'm having that. That's it's pretty risky. Now again, I completely get it. All companies have issue. I know horror stories from Alienware and MSI and da 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 da. But Jesus, okay. Um, so basically, as it stands right now, I've got a final message from their tech. I want to know exactly what they replaced, and they replaced the LCD panel, the D cover, which is the bottom panel, the CPU fan, and I guess I misread this, the left and right GPU fans. So all three fans were replaced. So this is making me think maybe the clicking noise isn't a fan. I mean, it could be. I mean, it's possible if they just have a bunch of low quality fans or something. Um, but the other thing is, it looks to me like the heat sink or heat pipes or vapor chambers, whatever you want to call them, depending on the liquid inside and what the boiling point is. If the wick inside is damaged, it could cause popping, crackling noises. Much like if you put a kettle on and boils, it's going to make kind of a popping noise. So it could be that. I don't know. Other people have said it could be the heat sink on the processor. I don't really know how that. I mean, thermal paste popping. I don't really think that's going to be it. But it's people's ideas. So all I know is I'm getting really tired of this, and this video is getting way too long. But hopefully, someone at Razer is watching this, aware of this. Please note that, like I said, we're going on a month now with this, and I have kept all of my videos privately unlisted on YouTube just for your technicians, because two reasons. One, I got a lot of people that follow me here. I don't like to trash companies or products. I really don't. It's a bad taste. And the other thing is, I kind of swear by it. Like you're in my entrance video that I love Razer. I've had Razer products for years, and I've not really had any major problems. I'm so disappointed. And I talked so much game about this. Like, oh man, I've got the Razer Pro coming, top of the line, 2 terabyte solid state. This thing's a beast. Oh, you have a MacBook Pro. God, that's a waste of, never mind. But anyway, you get my point. Like, and you still see the smile on my face, and like, this is awesome. It's a cool computer. And I will say that minus the ticking noises and the little quality issues here and there, if you play Tomb Raider on this, if you load up I played Homefront here recently just to make sure that it can play a game and not overheat and explode, like a Galaxy Note 7. And it handled it like a champ. I mean, now obviously there's the longevity thing of, okay, if there's a cooling problem, is it going to damage it long term? And with the 1 year warranty that Razer is giving us, with 1 month of it already gone because, service centers, um, that's got me a little nervous. So, how does it stand with Razer right now? They're aware of the issues. I sent them all the evidence. They basically told me to pound sand, that they're not going to give me my money back. That because of the 14-day, and I understand you got to have a hard line somewhere. And, everyone's going to say, "Oh, you should have bought on Amazon." Da, da, da. But you know what? I like Razer. I've never had issues. I think the problem is right now is this issue is not getting to the people that need to know about it, and because I know there's somebody at Razer that's going to see this and see the problems and go, "Holy crap, this shouldn't be happening. We need to get this guy fixed. He has spent tons of money with us with various other products and various other computers, and his most expensive one he's purchased to date, which is our top of the line product right now, is badly not up to par." And unfortunately, like I said, I don't think we're getting anybody that's at that level. So anyway, Justin, my contact with Razer, said he has escalated it, and we're going to see what's going on. Because, when they sit there and slap it in my face that, hey, you know what, we're really sorry, you're just going to have to send it back for another round. And, I know you got this delivered to you at the end of March, but, sometime in June, you might be able to use it. If you're going to slap that in my face, then I will just say, well, I use a credit card, and I'm just going to charge it back to you. Because that's why we have credit cards, is because when you buy something and then you send me something that's defective, and then I play by your rules and you send it back again and it's still defective, and then I say I want to just return it or a replacement or something, and you tell me, nope, not going to happen, just keep sending it back until you're out of warranty. No, that's not how it works. That's called fraud. So after that, then he's been a little bit more appreciative and, okay, let's look at that. And I said, hey, you know what, if it is just a noise thing, that's just how it's the laws of the thermal cooling unit inside here, and it's going to make popping noises or something like that, okay, that's fine. If a tech comes out and says, hey, you know what, it needs to be on a flat surface or it's going to make popping noises, that's just what it takes to make it so thin. Great, then tell me that. Put it in the definition in your expectations of your book, the owner's manual, whatever. But they aren't. So yeah, so we're going to see how it goes. And I just said, you know what, if that's the case, then let's just add some extra warranty onto it. If you really are confident that this machine is up to par and is up to specs and that this is normal, great. But for the month that you've had it in service, I don't think that should be using my warranty. So I asked him for another year or so, year to 3 years of warranty, depending on what we're looking at situation-wise, or just take it back, refund me. I'm fine with that. I won't charge you for my time, and we'll call it even. I'll keep my other Razer computers, keep my keyboard, mouse, all that stuff. Love them, by the way, great. But obviously the Razer Blade Pro is a dud, and yeah, so that's where we're at now. I will probably make a separate video for a conclusion of what's happening. But right now, yeah, just if you're thinking about plopping down a lot of money for this, proceed with caution. These computers are not all they're cracked up to be quality control wise, which is very odd. Their peripherals are very, very, very good quality. But their computers, at least this one, is, oh man, it's not good. And then the fact that it went through 24 to 48 hours of testing, and I can see they've deleted programs. They've had it running benchmark tests and stress tests repeatedly, and apparently they've been listening for fan noise and that kind of stuff. And with all their techs and all their investigation, they found the original problems, but so obviously they know what they're looking for, and they found the noise, but heard the noise. But during all their investigation, they shipped it back to me and said that everything was a-okay, and it's not. So that is twice it has slipped past quality control, and gotten back to me. So, Razer, again, I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm really not. If you get this fixed, and I'm not trying to hold ransom on you or anything. I mean, if you make this right, take it back, whatever. Give me a unit that is how it's supposed to be. I don't care. Honestly, I really don't want a refund and all that because I really like this computer, the design, the performance, the thinness, the look of it. I mean, it's not obnoxious looking, but little things like having a clicking noise or something at a conference table full of coworkers and executives, I can't have that. I can't risk that. So Razer, just please make this right. And I'll happily take down this video and or edit it just so these are some issues or whatever. Or I'll make an updated to it and say, hey, you know what? Razer took care of me. They fixed it. They did this. They replaced this, or they refunded. Whatever you guys want to do. But I'm just asking. Someone needs to sit here and give me a better answer than you're past your 14-day return period. We're so sorry that it's taken over 3 weeks for us to repair your computer and then send it back to you slightly better, but still overly defective, and still making noises and still having a little bit of light bleed, and it's kind of scratched up on the bottom. We're really sorry about that. But if it's a real problem, you can just send it back to us for another round of repairs. Sounds pretty good, right? Nah, not doing that. So again, Razer, please, I'm done venting. Make things right. That's it. I'm out. I'm done. All right. If you need an update, I will. If there is an update, I'll update this. If not, worst case scenario, whatever. I'll sell it. I don't care. Anyway, so this is the end of the video. Bye.